Hello, hello, hello. Alrighty. So I just want to share this to a couple places and then we'll get started. I'm going to show you the brand new foundation called Serum Plus. It is a skincare in foundation product. So as I told you guys, we're taking a lot of our line and reformulating it to have skincare ingredients. So we've officially retired the Touch Mineral Liquid Foundation and we have the Serum Plus now. Alrighty. So I want to show you guys how to Flawless 4. We usually have this sale once a year. Sometimes we have it twice a year. And so that is our special for September, is the Flawless 4. And I'm waiting for this to refresh. But so a lot of people are like, what is the Flawless 4? So the Flawless 4 is your 4 face products. It is your face primer, it is your foundation choice, it's your concealer, and then your setting product. And I'm going to go through some of those options with you. So when you guys pop on, say hi. If you're watching the replay, so if I'm no longer live, if the red box isn't there, please hashtag replay so it bumps the video back up. And I also know that you got to catch the information. Of course, this isn't loading, so I'm not going to be able to share it. All right, so I already put my face primer on because you do want to allow your face primer to dry. Usually like 5 minutes. So put your primer on, do your hair, get dressed, any of that kind of stuff, and then come back and do the rest of your makeup. So in the bundle, you can do the hydrating face primer, which I obviously use the most, or you can do the mattifying. So if you have really dry skin, you're going to love the hydrating primer. If you have oily skin, combo skin, if you have fine lines, and mature skin, the mattifying primer is going to be your best friend. So I'm going to show you the difference. I've already put this on my face. Literally, it's super easy. So the hydrating primer is a little more runny. As you can see, it is running down my skin. So I put a little squirt on my finger and then I just rub it in. You don't need a lot at all. And you're going to cover your full face. Hey, Tammy. You're going to cover your full face with the primer, and then like I said, let it dry. Let it soak in. The primer is protecting your pores. It's filling in any fine lines, imperfections, large pores. It's basically like a shield between your skin and your foundation. So primer is really, really, really important. Like I said, it helps your foundation to lay really nicely instead of sinking into those fine lines. You're also expanding the amount of foundation you're getting out of your bottle because, like for instance, I have dry skin. So if I just go put foundation on my skin kind of sucks it up and absorbs it right away. Where if I have primer on, especially my hydrating primer, it is allowing my skin to suck up my primer, and then I'm able to use less foundation. So I love, love, love my primer. If you have the mattifying primer, the consistency is a little thicker. So this is the mattifying. So it's a little bit thicker, but once you start to massage it in, it spreads really nicely. And this one has a snow mushroom extract in it, so it's really going to help to blur fine lines and imperfections. You can even use this primer, like say you're doing no makeup that day, you can just throw this primer on your face and it's kind of going to give you that that portrait mode look. It's going to blur those fine lines even though you're not wearing any makeup. So this is really, really good. I love the mattifying. I don't use it as often because I'm very dry skin. So I typically go for hydrating. So when you're choosing your Flawless 4, which is the sale this month, any of these products you can get individually, but when you buy them together, I think you're saving 30, I think it's like almost $40. And then if you do the tier 2, which I'll talk to you about, you save $63. So you pick your primer. That's your first thing. Primer goes on usually in the morning. I'll do my skincare. So I'll do like my eye cream, my day cream, and my rose water. My rose water, once that soaks in, then I go with my primer. So your primer is always your first step of your makeup routine. Then in the Flawless 4, you choose your foundation. So we have several different types of foundation. You have a airbrush spray foundation. So this is like an airbrush finish. It's lighter than air. It stays on 12 to 18 hours. It's 90% transfer proof. It's really, really easy. You just spray your brush, you shake it up. Like back in the day when they said you're just going to spray your face with like air, use cans to spray your face, like this is what it is. It's amazing. You want to make sure you shake it, spray your brush. You can spray your face directly, but then you get it in your hair and your jewelry and stuff like that. So it's easier to spray your face and blend it out. So you can choose spray foundation. You can choose stick foundation, which is a satin finish. This kind of you draw on like a crayon and then you buff it out. So if you have stick foundation, which Tammy, I think you do have stick foundation too. I love this as an alternative to using like my Serum Plus. I know you got Serum Plus. So you literally just like do your swashes on, and then you would take your brush and you would buff it out, and it's going to give you a really nice satin finish. I love our stick. This is full coverage, so this covers everything. If you have really bad skin, if you have rosacea, that kind of stuff, or just a lot of scarring, a lot of darkness, a lot of redness, stick foundation's amazing. We also have BB cream, which is a complexion enhancer, so you can choose BB cream as your coverage in your 4. But that's really lightweight. It's not going to give you a lot of coverage. It's more of like a light coverage, so it'll kind of even out your tone. If you have a lot of redness, it'll like dull it down a little bit. And it is hydrating, so it's going to hydrate your skin as well. You can also choose concealer, which you already get. You're going to get concealer anyway, but concealer is technically a coverage. Even though this is for your under eyes, you can absolutely use this as like a full face coverage. A lot of people used it before. However, your bottle's a lot smaller, so it's up to you if you want to use a lot of, like, not a lot of your product, but you could probably go through this faster than if you were to use one of our actual foundation bottles. But this is a full coverage concealer. It has caffeine and peptides in it, so it's automatically going to give you a firming effect when you use it under your eyes. And it's going to make your eyes brighter, wider, really good quality. This is something that we also took added skincare in and relaunched. This is our old concealer. This is the one with the skincare in it, so this is no longer available. And then we have the new Serum Plus foundation. So this is our old Liquid Touch foundation. This is the new Serum Plus foundation. So this was $39 and you get 20 milliliters. This is $42 and you're getting 30 milliliters. So you're getting a third more of the bottle for only $3 more. So I love the price point. It's really, really good. Like I said, this is available by itself, but you can also bundle it in this month's special, which, as I said in the beginning of the video, the Flawless 4 only comes around maybe twice a year. And it is our biggest seller. Actually, the last time, a couple times ago that we had the Flawless 4 is when I hit blue status with the company. So I sold a lot of bundles that month because people were basically getting their foundation for free. So here's the Serum Plus. It is amazing. I tried to bring up my keynotes on it, but my internet in the house is really, really awful. And of course, it's not loading for me. But all right, so you want to make sure you shake it up. And then it has this, when you turn the cap, I really need to paint my nails, sorry. When you turn the cap, the little dropper comes up. And when you close the cap, so it's pulling the product into the Doppler. When you close the cap, it releases the product out of the Doppler back into the bottle. That way when you shake it, everything's shaking together, and when you turn the cap, it's already sucking up for you. Where before, with the old bottle, you had to shake it up, you had to open it, you had to empty the dropper, put it back on, shake it up again. So this automatically does it, which is awesome. Alright, so there's a couple ways you can apply this. I've been watching. I didn't get mine until Friday. So, and then I was away this weekend, so I haven't shown you guys the new foundation yet. But I did play with it yesterday. I think it was yesterday. So you get the long Doppler, and then it has the liquid foundation in it. This is buildable and blend, so you can go from, like, if you want medium coverage or if you want more of a fuller coverage, you can just put a little bit more on. There's two ways that I've seen ladies apply it. So you can take a kabuki brush or the powder concealer brush, but if you get the brush, you're just going to put a couple of drops onto, so I'm just going to do a little bit, and I'm going to show you half of my face using a brush, and then I'm going to show you half of my face using a blender. So I'm just going to kind of dab it out, which is what I used to do with our old foundation. Kind of get it in its spots. Okay, and then you're just going to buff it. And this is the kabuki brush. This brush is amazing for all of our foundation choices. It's got like a nice, like firmer top. I really, really love it. Best brush, highly recommend. And then you just make sure you're dragging it in down your neck, because you don't want to look like you have a mask on, so you want to blend it into your neck. I even kind of cover my ears a little bit. And then I go into my hairline. And this is just a really, I'm really excited. I love that they launched this. So it is kind of like a matte finish. It is kind of like a satin finish. It's kind of in between. So it's transfer resistant, smudge resistant, heat resistant, and it also has like environmental shield built in. So really, really good product. So that's half the face just using the brush. And if I wanted to be more full coverage, I could just add a little bit more and blend it out. Or you can apply it with a lot of people said that they like using a blender. So a beauty blender, that is. So you can even like drip this right on your skin like that, and take your blending bud, run it under water, wring it out till no more water falls. So this is damp, and you can kind of just bounce it around. And this is how I applied it yesterday. I didn't use the brush. And then you just bounce this all over. So it's just two different techniques. And I feel like it gives you like two different finishes. Down the neck, we're going to drag it out. Make sure I got everything. There we go. All right, so now we've done 2 steps out of the Flawless 4. You did your primer, you did your foundation. So next is your concealer. So as I told you, it has caffeine and peptides in it, so it's going to help to, if you have puffy under eyes, if you have fine lines, it's really going to help to help your under eyes while you're wearing it. If you want more of a long-term effect and something that you can use every single day to help treat like puffiness, fine lines, wrinkles, bags, darkness, dark circles, you're gonna love, love, love the eye cream. But this is amazing because you're getting like a nice boost out of it while you're wearing your concealer. So I'm going to show you 2 ways. Now when I color match you, if you need to be color matched for any of this, just say color match, I'll message you. But when I color match you, I typically ask if you want to do your concealer the same shade or a shade lighter. A lot of people, like people that are really into makeup, like to do lighter shade under their eyes. It took me a long time to be able to kind of to master that. But so I'm going to show you 2 different ways. So I'm going to use organza, which is exactly the color that I put on my face. So you choose a concealer, and you can do same shade or lighter. And I'm just going to do a couple drops. You don't need a lot of this. If you put a lot of this concealer on, you will find it crepey, and it's not crepey at all. It's very thin, and it covers really, really well, full coverage. But you don't need too much. If you use too much, you're hurting yourself. So I just do 2 little drops. Now I'm taking, I've already used this side, now I'm taking the pointed side of my blender and I'm just kind of going in a V shape. And it's just giving me more coverage under my eyes. And I'm just bouncing. I'm kind of bouncing kind of firmly, and you can cover the eyelid as well. So that'll cover any of darkness around your eye. So that is using the same shade as my foundation, which I do sometimes. Another really cool thing about having, so like if you're new to makeup and you don't wear makeup a lot, I always recommend that you get the same shade concealer because you can do so much stuff with the same shade. So if you don't feel like doing foundation at all and you just want to cover under eye circles that day, so you didn't put any of this foundation on, all you're going to do is going to go in with your concealer and do a couple drops and blend it out with your damp blending bud. Okay, blend it into your skin and it's going to match your skin. So now you don't have a full face of makeup on, you just have a little concealer to cover the under eye circles. Or if you have like a pimple over here and you just want to cover that up, if you have the same shade concealer, you can put a dot on your pimple and blend it into your face and it'll cover, so it's like a spot treatment. So that is a benefit of having same shade concealer, is you can use it without having a full face of makeup on. Now if you want to go lighter, so I'm going to shade down a couple shades. This is Scarlet. This is to give a brightening effect under my eye. So a lot of people do that when they're contouring. So I'm just going to do 2 little swashes, just like that. And again, you don't want to just swoop under the eye. You want to bring it down into a V shape. One, it elongates the brightness under your eye, and it blends into your skin better. Especially if you're using if you're using a lighter shade. If you just swoop under your eye with it, they're going to totally be able to tell that you have like a lighter concealer just swooped. So you want to kind of bring it into like an upside down triangle. So that just brightened up a little bit under my eye. That's only probably 1 shade lighter. If I wanted to go really bright, I could do Marquisette, which is our lightest shade, and brighten under the eye. So that's your concealer. So that's step 3. Then your step 4 is your setting product. So you can choose a setting spray, which I like to use because it adds a hydration back into my face. It's basically just like a hairspray bottle, but you're spritzing your face. Or you can choose the translucent setting powder or the Prime Set powder. And this powder you can actually even use, love you babe, have a good day. This powder you can actually use as a primer too. So you can put this on your face before you do your makeup and then put your foundation on and then do your concealer and then put it on your face again to set it. So you can use it in the beginning and at the end. So this is a really cool product. It has a water break technology in it. So even though it's a powder, once it touches your skin, it's almost like a trippy feeling because when you put it on your skin, it feels wet, but it's a powder. So once it touches your skin, it does like some kind of magical miracle stuff. But a lot of people that have dry skin or mature skin, if you have fine lines and wrinkles, typically you avoid a powder because all it does is seep into those. It accentuates your dry skin. It accentuates your fine lines and wrinkles. But this powder is safe for that. Hey girl, how are you? So this is the Prime Set powder. And then there's the translucent setting powder, which I absolutely love. So there's no tone to it. So it's good for all skin tones. There's no like bronzer or anything. A lot of setting powders have a bronzer. So it's just translucent. Once you put it on your skin, it just disappears. But it'll set your makeup for longer wear. I like to use this when I'm doing my brows too because it sets my brows. And sometimes I like to use it when I'm using a lipstick that I know is not like smudge resistant. I just take my brush and I pat over my lips after I put my lipstick on. And it mattifies my lips, but it also will keep my lipstick on longer, especially with face masks. So you can choose one of the 3 products or the spray. Lately I've been using the spray a lot, especially if I'm not like being proactive with my skincare and my skin's dry. But you just, and I love, like I said, that it's just putting moisture back into my skin. So that's your setting product. So that's your Flawless 4. So you do your primer, you pick your foundation, you get your concealer shade, which I would color match you for all of this, so you can do the same shade or you can go lighter, and then you choose your setting products. So these are your 4. You're basically getting your foundation for free. Now, there is a Flawless 4 Plus, which is a tier 2. So in the Plus, you can get the Kabuki brush. Actually, I think you can get any brush. I think you can get any face brush. Highly recommend the Kabuki brush though. And then you get a second foundation. Now your second foundation, you can only choose stick or pressed powder. So what you can do is, if I color match you for organza and you want to get the stick foundation, you can get the stick foundation in organza, and then you have an alternative. So when you're not using your liquid foundation, you can do stick that day. It'll give you more of a satin finish than a matte finish. Or we can color match you up, just like we color match you down for concealer, but we can color match you up for your stick, and you can use it to contour and do darker shade. And then you can contour around your face, and you can blend it out, and it'll give you more dimension. So you can always do that. Or, like I said, you can just get the same shade but another foundation product. And then there's the pressed powder, the new pressed powder that has the applicator sponge built right in, and it just retracts when you close it. This has amazing skincare ingredients in it as well. So if you love like a really matte finish, a hydrating matte finish, like usually, like I said, usually pressed powder makeup you avoid if you have dry skin or mature skin, but this one is safe because of the ingredients that are in it. It's not going to dry you out or accentuate your fine lines. It's really going to give you like a blurring effect. So even like the mattifying primer and the pressed powder together, perfect. So if you like more of a compact powder foundation, you can choose this as your second foundation. So then you're getting 6 items. You're getting a primer, you're getting a foundation, you're getting a concealer, you're getting a setting, you're getting a second foundation, and you're getting the brush. This saves you $63 and you get free shipping. So saving you $63, you're getting your concealer and your primer for free. So you're only paying for 4 products. These 2 are free if you do the bigger bundle. Okay, so I hope that kind of helps with breaking down what Flawless 4 is, because I know we say it because we understand what it means, but people are like, what's Flawless 4? You're just getting your 4 products that you would use to put face makeup on. It's not like mascara, it's not your brows, it's not lips, it's not eyeshadow, it's literally your base. So your primer, your foundation, your concealer, and your setting. And then once you have those 4, then you can do your eyes and do your lips, and then you have a full face of makeup without even realizing it. But, so that is the sale this month. Flawless 4 or Flawless 4 Plus. Huge savings. Tons of options. If you need a color match, just comment color matched. If you want more information on the new foundation, I can send you more information, just some more information. And I think that's all I have for you guys. I just want to pop on and show my face. I know I haven't really been on this month. I was waiting for my foundation to come in. And we're like 4 weeks until baby. So I'm really tired, honestly. But my husband's like, girl, you need to go to work today. So I said, all right, I'll go live. I miss you guys anyway. But if you guys have questions, let me know. Huge sale. If you are due for foundation, if you're due for a refill, or if you are fading out of your summer shade and going into your winter shade, this is a perfect time to take advantage of the brand new foundation, but more importantly, taking advantage of the big bundle and getting your products discounted while shades last, because some shades will absolutely go on back order before other shades. Comes in 25 shades. We have all the way from fair skin to deep skin, and everything in between. All skin tones, all skin types, all undertones are covered, and everything's covered with a 14-day love guarantee. So even if you get the bundle and the color just doesn't seem right for you after I color match you, which I will show you what I color match you with and get your opinion before I send you the shopping cart. But even if it doesn't seem right for you, I can get you an exchange or a full money refund. So everything's backed with a 14-day love guarantee. You're not locked into any type of subscription. So if you get your products and you absolutely love it, you come back for more. If you hate it, we get you a refund. So I hope you guys have a wonderful Tuesday. It's Tuesday, yes. I'm going to go take a nap, and I will talk to you guys soon. All right, bye.